Dude, I was hanging out with at the band comp yesterday. I was hanging out with you know, drum major last year. Just to not dox his name. I was hanging out with his younger brother.
This is the one person we're not gonna dox their name.
Just because
honestly,
what I'm about
fair.
to say.
Okay.
He was talking to Josie, and he just casually dropped the N-word a whole bunch. And then I looked and I was like, "Did you just say the N-word?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he and I was like, "You can't. That's not cool, man." Because he's the whitest dude ever. He's wearing a trucker hat, like AFCO shorts, and like some on clouds. Like, bro is not. He is not qualified. And he goes, "No, it's fine. All black people love me." He goes, literally every black person at school likes me. Which I know for a fact is not true.
That is not true.
That is not true.
Yeah, I know this guy. I've also heard that he does that on Fortnite a lot.
No, man, I don't doubt it. He's very much so, like, Xbox kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler.
But, like, he still says the slurs and didn't grow out of this.
Tyler's been real silent since we added him as a pedophile.
I've been silent the entire time. That's literally my brand.
No, it's because Chris Hansen took him out of the recording.
That's literally my
I'm
thing.
dark and edgy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk to people.
I've at least got to stick to it.
You gotta... wait, dude, women love the angsty edgy type.
I built up this persona.
Okay, go back to not talking. That was rough.
Fair enough.
Can we kill him?
I gotta
Charlie?
pee. Can I go pee? Are there pee breaks allowed on this
You
channel?
know, I'll let the
pee.
cutscene play so you can go pee.
We can watch the cutscene.
Oh, I was only gonna. Oh, I'm gonna skip it if he's.
Don't skip the cutscene.
What?
Play the cutscenes at least, Charlie.
You guys are, bro. If you want to get this invested in the game, play it on your own time. Bro.
I mean, I did.
Charlie, we're playing it for the fans.
I just
passed halfway.
It's for the fans, Charlie. You want this? Take it.
You do that, and my real self will go down too.
Well,
I like how there's just an ass behind him.
You have that right.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's massive.
There's just ass everywhere.
That's the way I prefer my cutscenes. No, she just about killed him.
She should have.
He can't admit his crimes.
Oh my gosh, this is so... Okay, maybe No, don't skip it.
I thought, I'm not gonna lie, the
first time
I watched this, I thought he was gonna jump, and I was gonna laugh if he did.
Yeah. Tyler, you wanna make funny dialogue options?
Yes,
there's
like
no
Jesus
funny
Christ.
options here. Yeah,
No,
there's
there's no
tone for
funny
your
options.
Atone for your sins. Then they put him up on a cross and
Oh, he's going back to heaven, guys.
I hand him a Bible. Jesus died for your sins.
Imagine they just go in their brains and hand them Bibles instead of like beating them up.
Can we get Gamers for God trending?
Can we get Christian moms against masturbation on this episode? You guys have seen that award, right?
It's anime.
No.
I will say the anime cutscenes.
The anime are so good.
They do look really good.
Who is this animated by?
I don't know. It looks better than the actual anime.
I think I looked it up.
No, it looks exactly like the anime.
No, it
doesn't it?
No, the anime looks worse. The cutscenes.
Actually, no, I think you're right. I think it looks a little bit worse. Dude.
No, the anime cutscenes look really, really good in this game.
Yeah. It's a good game. Period. That was on purpose. He planned that.
No, you guys missed the lore. He suffered a leg injury.
That was
Oh, I don't care.
Because this guy broke.
Yeah, we missed the lore because you skipped it.
The PE teacher broke his leg.
We have literally
because
no
he was
idea who
causing
this man
problems on the
is.
track
We don't know
team.
what is going
Charlie,
on right now,
you
Charlie.
need to start reading all the dialogue.
I didn't even know they were in high school.
Oh,
Bro, I thought he was a dog. Why is it a
don't
cat?
worry, Tyler. We'll get you your cupcake. Jesus.
Wait, it's cupcakes?
Yeah, man. We got you cupcakes.
I gotta pee.
Charlie,
Alright, I'm gonna go pee now.
Go pee, Tyler.
Go pee, Tyler.
Go piss, girl.
Just call me a gorilla?
No. No!
Harambe.
I would never.
To be a monkey. One-on-one text from a girl. This is never.
Dude, never happened.
Guys, this is what peak fiction is. This can only happen in a video game.
You know, it's crazy. I was playing this game, and then I was like, I really like this game. Made me feel like I really need to go outside and like start talking to people.
It really does.
It really, because it's like these interactions I could just be having IRL.
No, you get to this point where you're like, oh, that's a really cool thing. Like,
I love hanging out with my friends.
Like, and then you think about it for like a millisecond. You're like, they're not real.
Well, no, the thing is everything that I like. Obviously, I can't go into palaces, but like,
yeah.
all the like, I really like all the IRL stuff in this game. And I thought about it. I was like, I could just go do this.
Like, yeah,
like,
it really...
I could just go like call one of my friends,
or like just text them. That's like, yeah.
Nah, dude. I'd rather, yeah. You ever put on the Persona soundtrack while you're like in school and you're like, I'm studious as fuck.
I put on. I literally 2 weeks ago took a test in pre-cal and put in the test taking music from the game, and I felt and it was so much fun.
That's, dude. Literally, I'm maxing out my skills in college.
I'm maxing out my knowledge right now, guys.
Oh my god.
They didn't make a Persona game when you're in college. That'd go hard.
It would. Yeah, no, I want to go to frat
There's
parties.
so much more stuff you could like do in like in terms of like real life stuff.
They honestly, yeah. And they could definitely.
They could definitely.
They could be more.
What's the word?
Serious with it, I guess. They could.
3 is very serious. That's why I really like 3.
Yeah.
3 is.
I'm saying they could like do a lot more because they're not high schoolers, and also can we get out of the stage where like games are about high school?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I think we need to move on from that.
It's really like I guess it was I don't know. It's the Rule 34 artists are having too much fun with it.
Yeah. Wait, no, I remember this one. I remember this one with all of them. You get free knowledge points if you answer the questions, right?
Yeah, Charlie, it's crazy. Me as fuck whenever I'm getting knowledge points in actual school.
There was no joke. There was like it was like some like trick algebra question or something. It was like some visual effect thing. I don't know.
It was the line
but
one?
Yeah, it was the line one. And then the next day in like geometry or something, we learned about it, and I was like, I know what this is.
That's kind of cool.
Because I learned this in my fictional Japanese math class. And I felt, and I got really sad. I'm like, why do I have to know what this is?
That's really sad. See, it's so crazy because you could just. I don't know. Like I said, after I played this game, I was like, dang, I really need to go talk to people more.
No, yeah.
Which is great because I didn't even play it at a low point in my life. I played it at like a very. You played it during COVID.
I did play during COVID, but I also
you don't consider that a low point.
I vibed through COVID. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like
COVID was awful. Don't get me wrong. Me personally, not a lot personally happened in my life with COVID.
It was.
I'm not saying it wasn't like an awful thing, but
oof. It was rough on a brother's social skills.
Oh yeah. Mentally, I was fine. Like,
okay, we can't all be Charlie.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
Beating Puppies viewers, just so you know, they make fun of me for being mentally stable.
Shut up!
Because they're always like, "Are you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. No.
And I've like never been like, "No, I'm not okay. I'm just always okay."
You might be the most mentally well person I know.
Yeah.
You maybe.
I will say, being mentally stable makes for some really funny dynamics with mentally unstable people.
You need to become more based like me and Ethan.
I do need to become more based.
You need... Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who else?
There's one person I can think of I have a really funny dynamic with, but I don't want to name drop by calling them mentally unstable. Because...
Is it somebody that we...
It's someone you know, but I'm not going to lie, I don't know them super well. I just know the dynamic is really funny.
Do you want to say it? I'll bleep it. Who is it?
You want to get into it? You know...
Oh, yeah.
Insanely mentally unstable and has, like, outbursts of rage at any moment. And then I'm super level-headed and it makes it really funny.
That's funny. That's based. I don't...
Oh, yeah.
What made you so mentally well, Charlie? What?
Not my parents. They make me go to church and I hate it.
Alright, trauma. Welcome back to beating trauma.
Random,
today.
Slightly related question. Where do you go to church? I started working there, bro.
Oh.
Boy, you work there?
Yeah.
What?
I worked
Wait,
there.
you got that job?
I did.
Wait, what do you do there?
So much.
Well, you're already gonna have to, and you may as well commit.
Yeah, no commit. What do you he works at a, yeah.
Yeah, I just moved tables and chairs.
Okay.
It's pretty fun, though.
I will say, my parents made me watch the sermon online this morning, and he talked about circumcision and uncircumcision.
Bro,
Apparently
I
in
read
some
post
un-
about that the other day.
Oh, okay.
The circumcision.
So I thought about uncircumcision as like putting it back.
No, apparently, no, like as in like
how do you do that?
the non-penis version of circumcision. But since I already don't pay attention to the sermons whatsoever, I would just like laugh in my head every time I heard him say circumcision.
That's pretty good.
What was his point on it? What was
I don't
okay?
know.
We should specify this church is like we're not gonna drop the name obviously.
We're not gonna drop the name,
but it's incredibly
how do we put this?
conservative.
A lot of conservative white people go to this church.
Dude, my favorite game to play, and it's not a bad game. It's gonna sound really bad. Spot the black person. Or the person of color, rather.
Me and you have
really,
talked about this many
it's
times.
because that place has.
It's just sad.
And it is a
big.
bad thing that there is zero
It
diversity.
is a massive
It's big,
church.
too.
It is only white people.
It's
so
only old white people, and it's awful. They need
It's only
there's a reason it's only like this.
there is a very big
It's
reason.
because like half of them are racist.
Can we give the talk about the rape sermon, the forgiveness?
Excuse me?
The sermon of forgiveness, and he said something.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
one. I was there
me
for
and
that.
you were there,
one.
and we were like, we went up to each other after and went, "What the fuck?"
That was okay. They had the wildest. Okay, Tyler, we're gonna fill you on.
This is some lore,
Not just
bro.
the
I mean,
news.
yeah.
It's okay. The guy's sitting up there and he's like forgiveness is important as a Christian.
He's like, "Okay, fair
Okay.
lesson, fair."
Valid.
Valid point.
Forgiveness is important. I personally believe that there's maybe some people that you shouldn't forgive, but whatever.
I believe there's a certain amount of chances.
I think that forgiveness is defined differently from person to person, and I think that each situation is different. But first thing he brought up was he was like, no, he started out tame. He goes, we should forgive the Nazis.
This is tame, viewers.
This is tame.
This is tame.
He starts off tame with saying that you should forgive Nazis, which no.
Hot take, no.
Hot take. No, actually, you shouldn't.
When we think Kanye,
He really is on his Kanye arc, and all the old people are sitting back like,
they're like, "I never thought about it that
I
way."
never really thought about
Yeah,
that.
and it's like, what are you doing?
Maybe I should forgive the
They're
Nazis.
like, I've never thought about forgiveness in that light.
That's
it's like-
no.
You are going in a nursing home in 20 years. You're
And-
not going to do a whole lot more thinking.
And then he continues to go on, if you have been sexually harassed or whatever, you should forgive your harasser. If you have been raped,
It's not that big a deal,
It's
bro.
really not. Yeah,
get
man.
over it.
You should. No. The part that got me was find something good. That they did for you.
Oh
and
my
think about that
God.
thing. That is
What? Oh.
like okay. Jesus, there's just nothing. I just don't understand. Like the fact that he is that out of touch, and that the dude, I came home and my
And then your parents
I
were
came
like,
home.
yeah.
no,
And it's
okay. My mom was like, my mom has mixed feelings. She's like, oh, I don't really know.
Mhm.
And then my dad was like, I thought it was a really good sermon. I thought that it was very thought
Oh
provoking.
my God, does your dad do that thing? My parents do this. Every sermon, no matter what, that was a really good sermon today. No matter what. They're like, oh my God, wow.
See, I guess no, because I expressed that like I don't like being there,
Mhm.
and I which is why I don't go anymore.
Mhm.
And
I
then
don't-
I'm like I've gotten into actual arguments with my father over the fact that I think that those sermons are BS.
No, yeah, I think my parents know somewhat that I don't vibe with it, but I've never talked to them or confronted them about it because they pay for a lot of my stuff,
It's
and I don't want them to stop doing that.
you're playing the smart route.
No,
I get too caught up in my feelings.
So I just
and
keep my
start
mouth shut,
saying
and when I go to
stuff.
college, I'm not going anymore. But the closest I ever got was it was something about like, oh, you know, being gay is against Jesus. And then we got in the car, and then
they were like, yeah, I think
not
so.
even the sermon thing. My mom went, okay, I'm gonna make up some of this information because I don't know all of it. So
You're
I'm gonna fill in some
I'm about to lie,
I'm gonna
guys.
fill in-
Extrapolate.
I'm gonna fill in some of the blanks, but you're gonna get the message.
Okay.
There was this Christian like leader in Texas or somewhere, and then he came out as, or no, it was the Methodist movement a couple years ago where they started welcoming like a lot more gay people into their church. Tyler, you playing
I
now?
was just gonna roam.
Just gonna roam. You can
Yeah.
roam. They started like welcoming a lot more gay people and being way more inclusive in their churches, including it in like their scripture and their sermon and stuff, right?
Yeah, good.
And my mom was like, "I'm so sorry for those people in Texas," and I went, "Oh, what happened?" You know, thinking like, "Oh, you know, like what?" Like,
Is there a
you
shooting?
know, like yeah, in
or-
this day and age, is there like a shooting? She went,
Yeah.
"Well, they're letting gay people in the Methodist churches now," and I didn't mean to. I think I had the most disgusted look on my face because my mom immediately turns and looks at me and goes, "Well, you know, being gay is against the Bible, right?" And I didn't say anything. She goes,
That's when you throat punch.
"Yeah," and she goes, and then we were in the car at home. She went, "Do you want to talk about this? Because."
Are you gay, Charlie?
Yeah, she was like, "Do you want to talk about this? Because you know it's not right." And I went, "No,
Oh
I'm
my
good."
god.
She went, He's like, "You sure you don't want to talk about this when we get home?" I'm like, "I'm good." And like the most, not even passive aggressive, just straight up aggressive. I was like, "No, I don't want to talk about this."
Okay.
That
And we have
is-
not talked about it. We've not brought it up since.
Dog, I would be up in arms.
And I was like,
I'm too emotionally charged though. I would. Oh.
I want gas money, so I was just like,
That is.
you know, I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure you're the mentally well one, Charlie? Jesus.
That's the.
That's
that's
that's pretty. Mm.
I mean,
Dude, based Charlie's mom.
Based
Charlie's mom's based. Yeah. YouTube. We're talking. This is education.
for reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
We
So-
don't.
Go for the if you can. Go for.
What do
I'm
we
not
wanna
putting
read?
that
Oh,
on.
thank you, Tyler.
I'm not putting that
Clean
on.
What?
our room.
Kevin Leonardo, bro.
I'm not putting that
It's
in the video.
educational.
I'm not putting that in the video. Jump scare.
Link in the description.
Link in bio.
But that's, dude, I can't. Yeah, conservative Christian people be driving me nuts.
She was like, it goes against the Bible. And I don't know if you guys knew this. I literally learned about this in my AP US history class. During like the 50s and stuff, like the MLK and the civil rights movements, Southern like conservatives would write into the Bible that slavery was like
Not
God
bad.
endorsed slavery pretty much.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
still in the Bible.
it still is,
There's
yeah.
some whack stuff in the
There
Bible.
is some whack. There's
We're gonna get into a really.
You guys
religious
are we
debate.
going down
I'm
this
just
rabbit
saying,
hole?
It's.
I'm gonna-
there's some.
There is some whack ass stuff
Crazy
in the
stuff.
Bible.
I'm gonna say this quietly because we're in my house, but
Uh-huh.
I don't believe in the Bible.
I think
I'm like very vaguely Christian, but like I think
there
that
is
the
no way
Bible-
that did not get changed
the Bible's
so
full of
many times.
fallacies and and yeah, no, because when it was translated by people who didn't speak the language they were translated from and to.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't.
So it's like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna believe it. I don't know. This is we're getting.
maybe we should get off this topic. Or we'll have a
Welcome back
Bible. We'll have a religion
Welcome
episode
back
of
to
beating
philosophical
puppies.
puppies.
The philosophical religion
This is
episode.
the religion episode.